His whole life is go big or go home. So.
Hey, it is what it is. Ouch!
I know you weren't just inferring to me.
What? I just gave you a
Because
hug.
you can go all the way home, sir.
Hey guys, what's going on? Flawless Exotic Creations here. Will, Audra,
Hi.
coming to you guys with another video. And this video is going to be one of those hypothetical videos, but very realistic. We receive a lot of questions as far as how do you get started breeding and taking it serious, even from a hobbyist level, where you can level up and maybe eventually, you know, take it on full tilt as a business, or just kind of constantly scale up without necessarily breaking the bank.
And without necessarily going overboard with actually how many animals you have.
Right.
Understanding that.
So that starts with vision and infrastructure. I know you guys hear us talking about infrastructure a lot because to us it's very important. And it's, in our opinion, often overlooked. And what do I mean by overlooked? Okay, you know, we're gonna start with ourselves. Let's say, for instance, you know, we go and we get a hatchling, and which is what we did with Zaya and her pickups when we first got started. And you go out and you get a PVC 10 series rack that hold 10 tubs. There's nothing wrong with that.
We did that.
We did that twice. We have two of those racks
two of those
that
racks.
we utilize as quarantine racks as things come in. So you get to utilize some of this stuff as you move forward. So we didn't really waste much of anything, but we want to make sure that we put out the information. So maybe if you're looking at getting into this with 1, 2 snakes, whatever it may be, that you make sure that you don't waste anything either.
You don't want to waste your energy nor your resources.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You want to
Because
skip all that.
you want to skip it all. So to get on track, when we're talking about infrastructure, a lot of the times, let's say for instance, if you know what your habits are, if you know you're going to automatically dig into a hobby and fall into the depths of it, you just, you know, buy once and not have to revisit it over and over and over again. So a lot of the times, whether it's PVC or, you know, the ARS Freedom Breeder racks, it's not really go big or go home, but just prepare. And you prepare around your vision.
His whole life is go big or go home. So.
Hey, it is what it is. Ouch!
I know you weren't just inferring to me.
What? I just gave you a
Because
hug.
you can go all the way home, sir. Keep on.
So again, let's say for instance, for sake of the video, your vision, I didn't think all of this through, guys, but I'm gonna put it out there and it's very realistic.
Yes.
Your vision of creating, even from a hobbyist level, you want to get started. Your end game initially, because it always changes, is going to be a black pastel,
acid, orange dream, clown pod.
So, well, black pastel, acid, calico, orange dream,
Oh, I
clown
forgot
pod.
the calico.
Yeah. So
Okay,
basically, you have 4 incomplete dominant genes into a double visual. Really, really cool concept, because I haven't seen it in person or online. I don't believe it's been created
Completely
yet.
hypothetical.
So it's hypothetical, you know, and to be realistic, if it has been created or if it's available, you know, on the market, a snake like that right now is probably, you're looking at like a $10,000 plus snake.
Crazy.
And it's relative. It depends on what you want. You know, everybody knows these ball pythons are subjective. You know, it depends on what each individual keeper and breeder likes. So if that's going to be our vision, a good way to get started, obviously, is going to be buying at least, at minimum, single visuals, right? So we made an outline, starting off on the male side. Let's say the odds we're going to start with picking up, we're going to have 8 total snakes. So we want to get started buying 8 total snakes. It's basically going to be a 2.6. That's what we would
So,
suggest,
yeah.
you know, you get started with.
So you
in
got
this
one
program.
male per 3 females.
Right. And the end game, again, is the Black Pastel, Acid, Calico, Orange Dream, Clown Pie. So male number 1, we would try to pick up. Again, it's all hypothetical. It's not saying that these are available, but we're going to show you how you can reach these goals and the time and infrastructure that it takes.
So your pickup for your male number 1 is a Black Pastel, Acid, Clown.
Right.
So you got Black Pastel and Acid, and then you've got your Clown there.
And it's on the visual
It's
side.
on the visual side,
Male
yes.
number 2 is going to be Super Orange Dream Inchy Pie. So obviously anything coming from this male is going to produce Orange Dream in every single hatchling. And then you also have the mix of Inchy in the mix, and it's going to be a visual pie.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 pretty relatively powerful males in the grand scheme of things for what you want to create.
And remember, you got to keep this in the context of the vision of the Black Pastel, Acid, Calico,
Right.
Orange Dream, Clown Pie.
And again, I'm sure everybody in the comments, you can come up with a different scenario.
Absolutely.
You can come up with different odds. We try to be extremely realistic with the odds and things, because again, a lot of people want to put it out there that, oh, you know, I bred a quad het, a normal quad het to a normal quad het, and I hit, you know, 2 or 3 quad visuals. And it's just like, in a realistic world, that's not going to happen. It just doesn't work that way. We want to play the odds, but not long odds like that all the time.
Right, exactly.
So females, you can go through the first 3 females that we
So-
decided to grab.
The first 3 females, which we would pair with a Black Pastel, Acid, Clown male, would
Right.
be...
Let's make sure we get this right. So
The 3 females would be an Orange Dream Calico Pied female. You're going to get a Calico Pied female.
Right.
And then a Super Black Pastel
pie.
Pied. Yeah.
Okay, so and then for the other male, which is the Super Orange Dream Inchy Pie, we're going to purchase and grow out, obviously, Orange Dream Clown, 100% het pie, a Clown, 100% het pie, and then the Acid Clown. Reason we're splitting these odds the way we are is because long term, yes, you're going to utilize genetic testing. Hit shedtesting.com. Charlie up, Gray Rider Reptiles, for your testing needs. But you're going to want to minimize the requirements to have to get shed testing. And this was the way we kind of plant this hypothetical breedings out. So basically what you're looking at a double incomplete dominant male visual clown that's being bred to 3 pod combo females. What does that give you? That's going to give you all double hets with incomplete dominance in it. And on the pod male side, you got quite the mixture going on, because you're also going to be left with a pod male being bred to 3 visual clowns, but they're also 2 of them are 100% het pies. So at minimum, everything will be double het at minimum. So again, you don't have to, no normals, yes, but you don't have to test anything, you know, as far as that goes. So if they don't pop out, let's say for instance pied, then they're 100% het pied automatically, and everything will be het clown on that side. So let's say, again, we always like going with worst odds. So year 1, let's say you grow all of them out. You're already occupying whatever your infrastructure is, 8 tubs, because you have 2.6. Now, when you are able to finally breed, everybody's at breeding size, we like to go with bad odds. Let's say the average right now is 6 eggs per female. On top of that, you have 3 females being bred to each male, which means that what? 9 times out of 10, one of those females are not going to go for you. And let's say you're only going to get 2 females to go for you from both
sides.
So
that means you've got 12 eggs on one side, 12 eggs on the other. So altogether, for your first year breeding the 2.6, you've got 24 eggs or 24 hatchlings.
right. 20. That's perfectly put. So you have 24 hatchlings. You look through them. Again, you're chasing your goal. Your goal at this hobby is to create some incredible animals that's going to move you forward. You're not really looking at resale value and things of the sort. You're looking at, hey, I want to move forward. That being said, out of the 24 babies, let's say, because it's 12 and 12, let's say 3 babies on each side are not useful for moving you forward. Therefore, whether you wholesale them, whether you sell them on Morph Market, whatever it may be, you're going to eat them. Okay, so that knocks it down to 9 holdbacks and 9 holdbacks, which is 18 holdbacks after year 1. So right there you have basically you have your 8 breeders that you're gonna keep working with, and you also have your 18 babies hatchlings that's left over. So 18 plus your 8 leaves you with 26 accurate. So you have a total of 26 tubs now being occupied after 1 year of breeding. This is the thing, now that those babies are growing out, they are not going to be breeding for you the next year in year 2. So we're going to take it a step further now into year 2. Again, we're not breaking down the genes. We just want to show you the vision and the infrastructure needed. Now year 2, breeding, you're going to probably
and this is
repeat.
You purchasing no
right. You didn't purchase anything additional
after that.
In this whole year 1 year 2.
Pretty much repeating year 1.
So you're going to repeat those same breedings, right? And you may get every female to go, but let's say yet again, the same 3 females to each male. Let's say 2 females go again for each for each male.
May or may not be the same ones.
Same breakdown, but it may not be the same ones. Yeah. And again, what are you adding? You're adding another 18-ish holdbacks to what you already have. And if you already have 26, which include your breeders, 18 plus your 26, you're looking at 44. Okay, so you're already at 44 holdbacks in 2 years of chasing your dream project. So again, that's a very short time frame, and again, even at that 2-year part, and you know, you're now going to be growing out, you're going to have some healthy, thick males and females growing out. All we're trying to do is get you to pay attention to the savings at the very beginning. If you buy 1 by 1 by 1 racks, it's going to, the numbers are going to climb when it comes to your expenses. You need to buckle down, figure out what system you would like to run. Whether it's PVC, whether it's ARS, whether it's Freedom Breeder, it's irrelevant.
You really just have to sit down and figure out your infrastructure. You need a plan.
Yes.
You know, because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Right.
So you'll get to a point where you've got all these snakes, you're having to pressure yourselves into buying things immediately
because you need them now.
Yeah, you didn't plan for it. You didn't realize, oh crap, you know, out of 8 snakes, now I've got 44 in 2 years, and that is totally based off of, and we all know that as snake breeders, as snake people, you gonna buy more snakes.
You are
within 2 years. You can't help it.
And within reason, you know, we threw it out there at the beginning that you will be buying probably 1 to 3 snakes.
Yeah, 1 to 3
every
snakes
year to add different you never know what becomes available. And we are all human. We've been subjected to it as well. You cannot be in the market for something, even how anti Audra is about, you know, spending a budget. She will even agree that we've had things present themselves in the past where we were not in the market.
I can remember one very specifically, and we've already mentioned his name. Gray Rider Reptiles, Charlie. We were on, what were we doing? We were doing a live with him.
Right, we were doing a live with him.
And he made the comment that he was thinking about selling
his Super Wookiee acid. I'm like,
yeah, and I'm like, and then I saw the picture and I was like,
yeah, and I mean, and right there, like, and here, $2,000, ouch.
Yeah, and here I am, like, y'all know, like, we don't have Sunset at this point, and I've been yelling at him for the past, like, year and a half, hey, we should probably get into Sunset. We should probably do Sunset. Like, still yet, no Sunset.
Yeah, so definitely looking into Sunset, you know, maybe adding that here and there in some of our projects as we move forward.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see. But
y'all see we have DG, but we still don't have no Sunset.
And
so he liked DG. I like Sunset.
DG is okay. I like DJ.
I didn't care for DG.
It is what it is. Work your projects.
You see,
and your
you see,
and your
who's
vision.
holding up progress.
Hey, I'm working within our infrastructure. So,
which is what this video is actually about.
Right. So. Have your vision, and make sure that your infrastructure can withstand the demands of your vision, and just see everything through. That's why we had that the whole build up in the very beginning on coming up with a plan, shooting for something that you have yet to see, has yet to be created, and I don't know, you're gonna create a lot of awesome things on the way to creating that.
It's like we said many times before, there will be, the ball python community again is so large, and there are so many people in it that you can pretty much like whatever you want, and there'll be a group that likes the same stuff.
Absolutely. If you create some really, really cool stuff, people are going to gravitate toward it no matter what. And everybody's looking for their own lane, their own little spot to call their own. We just want to make sure, especially if you're watching this getting into the hobby, want to make sure that you don't end up overwhelmed and somehow get pushed out because you're feeling overwhelmed.
Exactly.
So this is one of those videos to build up a good baseline, something to guide you in the right direction. Not saying that everything we do is the only way to do it, but you at least have a nice paved road to at least wander down and figure out if that's what you really want.
Exactly.
But it's Will, Audra, Flawless Exotic Creations, and we are out.
Bye.